Oh, shit. Hi! Sorry, I didn't see you there. Welcome back to another 5-Minute Mysteries review. I'm your guy, Jacob, and today, no surprise, I've got provided for you a review of Mool, as it's affectionately known by my dear friend Fraser Parker. What is Mool? Mool is a completely billetless name guess. And for all of you groaning right now, going, oh fuck, another one, just so you know, this is actually a mechanical method. A mechanical method. That being said, it's something that's going to be very different, unique, and I think that all of you out there that are looking for kind of a more surefire approach, using props you're probably already carrying with you, will be very satisfied by this. So let's get right into it now. So, what is Mool? Mool is essentially a completely billetless name guess. That means nothing written down, yada yada yada, but the cool thing about it is, some of you are groaning right now going, oh shit, another one? Well, that being said, now it's so interesting to think that only a few years ago, the concept of a billetless name guess was completely out there, something almost a fiction, it felt like, with the exception of very few instances, and now it's rather commonplace. Some of you that are new to Fraser's work are going to find this is going to be very kind of similar but different at the same time. It is billetless, but is not propless. That's the interesting take on it. This is a mechanical name divination using something you already probably have in your right trouser pocket, and knowing you guys, they're probably blue. I'm talking about these. In my case, mine are the Black Honeybee deck by Penguin, which you can no longer find, I believe. But it's a mechanical, billetless name guess. So what that amounts to is you have, and some of you are already jumping ahead going, oh god, it's sort of like, this is the same thing as Memoria, isn't it? No, it's not. It's actually similar yet very different, which is good. They coalesce and they form a really nice little picture if you actually do combine the two, which I've done in my take on it as well. So what you do in this is essentially create an oracle, and the person names characteristic traits from random letters of the alphabet based on the name of the person that's there, but they're not actually letters that are in the name itself, which muddles things quite a bit. And basically, you end up being able to divine the name. You can get it with almost 100% accuracy. This is a very hard one to screw up. It really is. Like, this is a challenging piece to legitimately mess up. And that's beautiful. If you haven't seen Robert Watkins' footage of him doing this routine online, it gets amazing reactions. And some of you are just going in your head, well, why don't we just use a billet anyway? Well, the reason for that is pretty obvious if you take 5 minutes to think about it. This is a logical disconnect. These are actually dismissed early on. And the great thing about that is that when people perceive it, they perceive it as amazing as it is. It's kind of like Watkins' Severance in a way. When you get the name, it's just so out there because there's no mention of it the whole time until just boom, like pre-show looking, it's there. So essentially, you're creating a bizarre pre-show in real time without anybody knowing about it, and it's really clever that way. So obviously, the effect is highly recommended. I'm using it right now. It's a worker, table hoppers, even stage mentalists. Why not? You can use this and kick some ass at this. If you screw it up, this is on your front because there's no way to really screw this up. It's hard. It's really hard to screw this up. It really is. Like, sorry, it is. That being said, the system for how this is actually being available is really interesting as well. Fraser is the man that got me into Radiohead. I never really cared much for them before I met Fraser, and he really showed me what the essence of the band is and everything. But Fraser, being a big fan of Radiohead and basing a lot of his kind of ideas and principles sometimes off of the songs that influence him, mainly Radiohead, he has decided to take this with a pay as much as you think it's worth approach. Now, the thing is, you can do this in the outset and right away to say, oh, it's going to be $15, 15 pounds, whatever, and give it to him off the bat, or you can do the right thing. I'm talking to you directly. You can do the right thing and actually take the PDF, read it, come with a mentality of just being given an extremely good gift and that you'll need to reciprocate later on. Read through it, take it out, use it, see how bulletproof this is, and kind of finally wipe away, if you're a new customer to Fraser, some of the things you might. It's not for everybody. Fraser's work is not for everybody, but you can see how surefire and bulletproof it really is. The promptless approach is really not that hard. But my best advice is to take this out, use it, or encapsulate the idea, see how workable it really is, and then come back and reciprocate the proper amount of money. Because I guarantee you, if you can't use this to get a gig, then you're just not using it at all. So it's a really nice effect, a nice principle, nice everything. So, what are you doing still listening to me? Go down below here, click on the link, and definitely download this. And while you're at it, please do post some of your own thoughts on the cafe. My thoughts are great, but I'm Fraser's friend. I say nothing but the truth, and I tell Fraser nothing but the truth, and I tell you nothing but the truth. But at the same time, my words don't ring as clearly as yours will when you see this and you talk about how amazing it is and how much you just felt the need to reciprocate because of how great it really is. So, all that being said, thank you so much for joining us for another 5-Minute Mysteries. We might have been over a little bit, but this is a really incredible principle I think you'll enjoy quite a bit. Thank you. Until next time.